everybody. Welcome back.
Hi.
This is season 2, and we have some exciting things for you. But first of all, I am your host, Taya.
And I am your other host, Heather.
So we are starting out with a bang for season 2 with a rebrand.
Yes. 30, Flirty, and Freaking Out was fun while it lasted. Yeah. But I think we realized it's a little bit long and wordy, and we wanted something a little more concise.
And something that could grow with us, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. When we first had this idea to start the podcast, one of the overwhelming things we learned in our research was just start. Pick a name, throw it out there, and start, because you can always rebrand. And so that's where we're at right now, is we did it. We got the ball rolling, and now we know what direction we want our ball to go in. And so the rebranded name is, drumroll, Women of Words. Because we like the words, we say the words, we read the words. We are women. We are women. I didn't think that needed to be said.
I feel like that needs to be specified.
So, Women of Words. We're really excited. And let's talk about what we have coming for season 2. What are you excited for, Heather?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. So one of the things that ties into our new name is that we want to have a short book segment on each of our episodes. And so we plan on interviewing people, of course, and we'll talk about that in a second. But after each interview, want to talk to our interviewee and ask them what their most recent 5-star read is and what they're currently reading or excited to read. And so, yeah, that will be a little part of each episode coming up in season 2 that I'm very excited about.
Yeah. From feedback we received from people, you enjoyed hearing us talk about the things that not a lot of people talk about. And not necessarily like taboo subjects, but just things that aren't common knowledge. And so that's something we're diving into a lot and that I'm really excited about. We're going to talk about boobs. That's it. Yeah. We both have stories about our breasts. And so we're going to talk about that and dive into some of those not so common topics.
Yeah, I'm particularly excited to interview our friend Allie, who is a physical therapist, and she specializes in pelvic floor issues. And I feel like as someone who has not given birth, I thought, my pelvic floor is fine. I don't need help with that.
Is it?
But it's not. It is not, and we're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about Heather's problems.
My pelvic floor. I'm excited.
I love it.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about who else we're going to interview. Allie, we're so excited to talk to her, interview her about her work and education and where she's going with her life.
We are also going to talk to the first female LGBTQ plus Mexican owned tequila brand owner. It's a mouthful. But a friend of ours started her own tequila business and it just got up and running, and she's been working on it for a really long time. And I know it's been really hard, and I'm just super excited to talk to her about her journey.
Yeah.
And how she started this business. And
I know.
Yeah, it's
I have
awesome.
so many questions. I have so many questions for her.
Yeah.
And then someone else we have lined up is someone who was part of the same insular religious community that we were, who left an abusive relationship and has rebuilt her life and the therapy that she's done to process, and she's still in the process of, but we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
And I talked to her on the phone for a couple hours and I bawled. So
you're going to cry.
I'm going to cry. God.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We're all going to cry.
Yeah.
And I think that's another thing that in feedback that we got from people that they really enjoyed hearing is how people, if you moved or you just had a big life change or something, how do you rebuild community? How do you make new friends? Female friendships, and so I'm excited to delve into that with some of those people.
And that's something we do plan on highlighting with each of these individuals is after this shift in their life, whether it was big or small, how did they rebuild that community? Because again, that's something a lot of you have said you'd like to hear more about. So we're going to have that as a common thread, and we're going to have the books as the common thred because we don't talk to people who don't read. Kidding.
Yeah.
Kidding. But we do like people more who read.
If you don't read, what are you doing here?
Seriously, what are you doing with your time is what I want to know.
Yeah. I know it's funny because I've been watching a lot of people on YouTube that are doing the 75 hard or 75 soft or whatever. And one of the things is like you have to read for 10 minutes a day or 15 minutes. And I'm like, who struggles with that? But a lot of people, apparently.
So many people. I
struggle putting the book down.
I know.
And getting other crap done.
Honestly, at night after we put the kids to bed, I have to like map out how I'm going to spend my time because, right, like I have a puzzle competition coming up this week. And so I want to practice my puzzling skills while I watch Suits. I know. Save it.
So cool. No, you're so cool. What do I do? Do I puzzle or do I read a book?
Do I puzzle or do I read? These are the quandaries every night I struggle with.
Issues. These are the big issues we're talking about, people.
These are hard things here. I know there's other struggles, but I'm here too. Yeah. So, what?
I don't know.
Okay. So, that's what we have coming up for season 2. We are super stoked. We do, again, want to end the season with more of a Q&A situation again. So please send us your Qs and your As. No, your Qs. We'll give As as the season's going, and we will collect them all in a neat little package and talk about it at the end. Yeah. So, and again, it could be about anything. And as they come up when we're interviewing these fantastic people, please send them our way.
It's okay. It's Monday morning.
It is Monday morning. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of Monday, did you know today is officially called Super Bowl Sunday? Sickness Monday, something like that? Because so many people are like sick or hungover from all the garbage that they ate.
Yep. That is why I plan my Mondays off.
Yeah.
Because I can't do it. I need a day to recover. Yeah. Plus, I feel like I'm grieving the end of football season. I'm like, I gotta wait. I don't know how many months till August, September. Yeah, for the new season to start, and it's just
I saw at the end last night that they said like, are you sad football season's over? Just 7 weeks until it starts again. And I was like, what? And it said like the UFC, and I was like, oh, who cares?
Yeah,
UFO. Does anyone watch that? Whatever.
Yeah, I know. I don't really know what that is. I mean, I know it's football, United Football League, but I don't know who plays in it, and
You're talking to the wrong girl.
So yeah, I know.
I do want to read this text conversation that Heather and I had last night. I texted her and I said, pretty boring game. And she said, I'm loving it. I don't know why people always want a close game. I want my team to demolish, in all caps, the other team. And I said, you're savage.
I do. It's like when the Seahawks beat the Broncos and people were upset that it was like not a close game. It was 48-3 or something like that. I was like, I'm too nervous when it's a close game if I feel strongly about it. And even if I don't, it's funny. Even if I don't care about the two teams at all, I still get nervous. I don't know why.
But like, isn't that the allure of sports?
I have anxiety. I don't like to be nervous. I don't need to be nervous over other things besides my life crumbling around me. So I don't care if it's a close game. I want to see good plays, exciting plays. I thought the Eagles played awesome.
They did.
The interceptions, the sacks. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I want to see those good plays, and that's all I need for a good football game.
They did some impressive things. We watched it with my in-laws and my brother-in-law and his family, and his son, who's 5. He knew I wanted the Chiefs to win because Taylor Swift, and he was rooting for the Eagles. And so at the end of the game, he goes, "Sorry, Auntie Taya, like, better luck next time. You just got to root for the bald eagles." I was like, what? I was like, oh, the Eagles.
That was amazing.
You need to root for the bald eagles. Like,
yes, you root for the wrong team. That's awesome. That's what I was thinking during the game. I was like, it would be more American if the Eagles won because that is our national bird.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Love it. Okay, you were going to segue a hot minute ago about something.
I was going to segue into Onyx Storm because
we have read it.
Yes,
in honor of this conversation.
Yeah. I feel like it deserves its own episode, possibly. No?
Well, first of all, if you haven't read it and you don't know what we're talking about, Rebecca Yarros has published a book series, the Empyrean series. Oh my God. Empyrean season. You say it.
We are supposed to be women of words, Taya. What are you doing? Rebecca Yarros published a series that started with Fourth Wing. It's called the Empyrean series.
Thank you.
And the third book just came out. It's called Onyx Storm, and she loves a cliffhanger, and she just left us all on the biggest cliffhanger. And I'm struggling. Xaden is my number one top boyfriend of all time. And
you know, like the laminated list that they have in Friends. Heather's has one name on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just one.
My freebie. It's a fictional character. But yeah, I don't know how much do we get into it.
Well, that's the thing. If you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
And you're probably like, I don't care.
Right.
But maybe we do a separate Onyx Storm because there's so many theories to go into, and broccoli needs time. We need to talk about. Yeah. Yes. But my hat's off to Rebecca Yarros because that book was a whirlwind. Mm-hmm. But also too, honorable mention to our friend Tyler, because I finished it and I was like, what? I'm not happy. I don't like this. And she reminded us that this is the middle book in a series, which when you're reading an unfinished series can leave you with a lot of conflicting emotions. And I've never had the privilege of doing that, right? I've always read finished series, i.e. ACOTAR, Throne of Glass. Yeah. You know. So, but I imagine if I was reading those series and only had one book, like stopped at a middle book, I would feel the same. Like, where is this going? Yeah. So I think for what she's doing it well. And that was a great middle book that left us with so much desire for more
questions than answers.
Yes. Yeah.
I agree. And now we only have to wait a year
an undetermined amount of time.
Yep. We don't even know. She hasn't even started writing it. Great.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. But you know what? That actually makes me happy. I'd rather her do that than be like under the wire and like trying to like push it out. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Let it percolate for a while.
She needs breathing room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to work her mastery. So no pressure, Rebecca. We'll just be here waiting.
Yep.
Impatiently. But having some epic Fourth Wing parties. We are going to have with some friends a Fourth Wing party. There's a group of us that are avid fans, so we're going to do it, and we're so excited.
Yes, it's going to be awesome.
There are costumes involved. There are cardboard cutouts involved. There are dragons. It's going to be so good.
Next episode. So we already mentioned this. We are talking about boobs.
Yeah.
So we both have had boob surgery. Mm-hmm. Taya recently had a reduction, and I had a lump removed. And we are going to talk about all things boobs that they don't teach us in high school like they should. And I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Also, I'm going to try to bring in some nursey insights and just make it kind of an educational video as well.
Yeah.
Because, again, like just one little snippet here that gets me riled up is that the lump that I had is called a fibroadenoma, and they are not uncommon in girls as young as 15. And it just makes me angry that nobody told us about this. And I think it should be something that we get taught in high school. Why isn't it?
I mean, another vote to overhaul the education system and what they teach us.
Yep.
That does not mean demolishing or taking apart the Department of Education. Let me just be clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, boobs is what our next episode is going to be on.
Yeah. Big things coming. We hope you didn't intermiss us because we weren't gone that long, but we did need time to plot and plan. We did have the privilege of going to Phoenix together, and
Taya's birthday.
It was my birthday. And it was a fantastic birthday. This bitch here, she surprised me. She got me good with the bundt cake. I didn't even know I liked them, but it was delicious.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wasn't it so good?
It was so good. Yeah. But we had time to plot and plan when we were spending our evenings in the hot tub in Phoenix, and it was fantastic.
Every night. It was amazing. Yeah. Hot tub, glass of wine. Perfection.
Yes.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, and we will see you soon on Women of Words.
Yeah.